Y'all know what this is. It's the Ish We Talk. Let's go!
What's poppin', everybody? Bob. This is a special Sunday edition of the Ish We Talk. We normally do it on Saturday evenings, but I had a minor setback. You know, almost died, but I'm here. I'm recovered. I am Lily. I am the host of the Ish We Talk, and I am with the do all be all of this show. If it wasn't for her, we would not have a show at all. We wouldn't be here. Give a round of applause for my co-host, the best in the world, Lindsay.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm glad that you made it through. Glad to
Yes,
see you on this Sunday.
on this beautiful Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Let's get the pleasantries out the way. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you're on 5 star, if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5 star review so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk. Now, that's out the way, y'all.
Yes,
How about my roof almost caved in, people?
Lord.
Yeah, you know, trying to do some renovations. I have a licensed contractor. All that. Uh, Found out I had two load bearing walls instead of one. Found out by my roof dang near dropping 2 feet on me. But it's okay. We jacked it up. You know, we black rigged it until we was able to get a header and lift it back up. So I'm alive to tell you this story.
Yes, yes.
Thank God.
Happy alive. Right. Happy you're alive. And now we can
Right.
laugh about it.
Right. 'Cause I was
uh,
telling them, I was like, okay, I'm about to do my podcast. Can we wrap it up? They like, yeah, we just gonna knock this down. Boom, bam. It just went just like that, and I was like, oh shit, we're gonna die.
that's crazy. That is crazy. But y'all got it together, so that's all that matters. Y'all got it together.
Yeah, long night. He said, yeah, I was, that's why nobody's working now because it was like, yeah, you just take Sunday off, man. Don't even worry about it. We get back to it Monday. We all need a break.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into these topics. All right. So first up is the Super Bowl. So the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs won. So this is now the Chiefs' third Super Bowl
Yep.
win in the history of Super Bowls.
Yes.
I think it's their fifth time going all together. So yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah. Fourth time.
Fourth time.
Yep.
You sure they didn't win? They didn't lose a couple years ago.
No, they went what? They went 3 times. Well, Mahomes went 3 times. He lost once, and then
Right.
uh,
But we went
and then he
back.
lost the AFC Championship.
Right. So Mahomes went 3 times and lost once. And then back in the day before we were born, they went twice and won once. So that's 5.
Oh, I didn't even know they went twice.
Yeah, they went twice. Yeah. So um yeah, so they've gone 5 times. Now look at me. I'm not even a football fan and I know that.
Yeah, you know that. I mean, I didn't. Well, you can tell me Patriots history, and I could get that, but I didn't know any. I didn't know the Chiefs went twice before we were born, way back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first time they went, they lost, and the second time they went, they won. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so they've gone 5 times, won 3 now. Um, then the parade was Wednesday. I obviously didn't go. Did you go?
I did go. Me and Jasmine went.
How was it?
It was cold,
Yeah,
and they were drunk.
yeah,
I'm talking about drunk, drunk.
yeah,
They was having a blast, but that's what you're supposed to do when you win. Like they was, they was that kind. They was just walking through the crowd. After a while, it was like, you know, well, not walking through the crowd, but like they were off the, they got off the bus and they was out there kicking it.
yeah. So is it sponsored by a beer company or something? Because everybody gets drunk.
Um, I think it's a small. Well, I don't even want to say small, but I think they got a partnership with Budweiser, just because that is a beer company that is out of Missouri.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's they definitely got free beer because that's all they was just throwing beer
yeah,
and they was just giving it away. So I'm pretty sure one of them buses just had 1,000 cases of beer.
yeah, yeah. So this is the first Super Bowl that I was real heavy on Twitter. And when you on Twitter, you see what the world is thinking. You know, for so long we've been seeing basically what Kansas City thinks of the Chiefs. So it's interesting to see what the world thinks of the Chiefs. Um, they're not big fans. They were actually
No,
booed when they came on stage, when or not stage, but the field. They were actually booed when they came on the field. Apparently, they was the away team, but yeah, I saw people. I saw this one tweet where this chick was going ham because they said that Patrick Mahomes was the first black quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls. And she was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." And of course, we know what she's referencing. So
yeah,
people were, commenting on her post, and she was going back at him with it, you know. And people were saying like, "Oh, well, his daddy's funny," but they were saying like his daddy's a nigga, and she was just like, "Is this post talking about his daddy or talking about him?" Because I could have swore I said Patrick Mahomes and not Pat Mahomes. I was like, "Ooh, she got
I mean
time
that's
today."
true.
Yeah,
That's true. Patrick Mahomes is the whitest um, black quarterback um,
yeah.
that we have, and then second to him is Russell.
Is Russell mixed?
No, I don't know, but um, I only say that just because he's Russell's is super corny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Yeah,
has no
so
swag. Yeah,
but in his defense, he did do the complete switcheroo that blew America's mind, and he dumped that white woman and got with a black girl. So
yeah,
he gets total cool points for me for that.
yeah. And he got with the black girl that a lot of people would love to have gotten with. So
Yeah,
he got with the black girl of many men's dreams. So, um, yeah. But I saw that. I also saw how people were questioning the quote unquote blackness of Travis Kelsey. They brought up some valid points too. So I was just like, is it cosplay that he's doing? Is it black
nah,
cosplay?
that boy
Well,
from Cleveland.
okay, so is his brother. Did him and his brother grow up in different households? Because his brother is not that. And
Yeah,
unless
but
he grew up on 99th and Claire, you can't tell me, oh, he from Cleveland, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, okay.
Oh my God. No,
The
what I'm
fuck?
saying is both of them grew up, and you know what I'm saying? They both grew up in poverty. You know, Travis Kelsey just happens to be an amazing talent. His brother strived to be a football player. Travis didn't try so hard. Travis was hanging with the niggas. Travis was
And
doing, he just happens to be a phenomenal talent.
right. A lot of people's explanation was like, oh, his brother played hockey and he played basketball. And so the person that posted was like, what the fuck they gotta do with the price of tea in China? Like, point. Point.
Yeah,
Like
it does it.
you can't
He,
negate that. That's a point. So
but you
it
know,
really
it's funny.
don't know about his, I didn't know about him having a brother until this. So it really had me questioning, like, is this black cosplay? And everybody's just eating it up because if he was like on the Rams or on the Raiders, would we be calling the shit out, or is it because he's a fucking cheese that we're just like okay with it? Like we got to step
No,
outside the city. You know what I mean?
we wouldn't be talking about it if he was on any other team because he wouldn't be a winner. They're talking about it because he's a winner. But um, as far as in Kelsey's career, um, we've always seen him have a preference for black ladies. I'm sorry, I gotta, you know, it's hot outside. We got yahoos. Uh,
Yeah. But
yeah, like
he did have that show on E, that dating show where it was a bunch of white women. Which, granted, he didn't ultimately end up with a white woman, but still,
he didn't. Yeah, he went with
nonetheless,
the black ones that was there. He was vibing with them more.
yeah. But nonetheless, you can like black women all day. You don't have to. I mean, like growing up in the hood and liking black women doesn't mean that like that's in you. You know, I'm
I
just
get
saying.
it.
I feel like Kansas Cityans are jaded when it comes to the Chiefs players. We kind of need to step outside of Kansas City and actually really look at this because we would really look at this with a critical eye had them not been Chiefs players. I really do believe that. So I thought those were interesting topics that I saw on Twitter.
Yeah,
So
I get it. I mean, I get it. I understand, but at the same time, it's like with some of our black leaders that we love to death that are married to white women, and their reply was they were the white women were the only one checking for him. At one point in Kelsey's life, black chicks probably was the only ones checking for him. So that's his preference now.
yeah,
So just
I
let
mean,
it be with him. His swag is just his swag.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know because I don't know the man. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have to be around him and really look at him with a critical eye to figure this shit out. But I don't know. I feel like Kansas Cityans are jaded when it comes to them players. So them players
Yeah,
can do
but
no wrong.
I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm a Patriots fan. So I mean, I'm just speaking of him as a man. Like, nah,
Yeah,
let him do what he do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I see that as well. It's just I don't know. I just like we're not cosplay. Like our lives are not cosplay that you could just turn on and off whenever you so choose. Like that's not cool. But
That's very true. But
you know,
we've never seen him turn it off. Nor have we ever seen him.
it'll be good.
Out of all the years he's been famous, we haven't seen anything that'll cancel his career. Like Wayne, ain't nobody filmed him, you know, hitting the N word rapping a song.
Yeah, because he knows how to play it. He's from Cleveland. He knows how to he knows what to do and what not to do. No, I'm playing. But
Now you put Cleveland in it. I'm just saying, I think growing up where he grew up, I think that's just what he gravitated to.
yeah, right. And I get it. I mean, we're cool. We're cool people. So I get why you would gravitate towards us. But I don't know. I just thought I thought it was pretty interesting because even me being in Kansas City, and like I didn't think about it until I got on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like stepping outside the box. You know, so I was like, okay, y'all are bringing up some valid points. You know, and
I
then
mean, it's just
like
like
with
the
the
news
other one,
anchor dude that dances.
huh?
It's just like the news anchor dude that does all the dances. It's like some people got it in them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It's just in them,
he
and
got
you
it
just
in the
respect it.
dance, but he don't. It ain't like he's putting on cosplay. He's just dancing. Now
But
I'm gonna take up.
it's still swag.
I love the
I just
anchor
know
man.
I don't see him doing any cosplay. I don't see Travis Kelsey doing any cosplay.
Okay.
It's like
I mean,
yeah, that's just me. That's just me paying attention because I listen to his podcast. Him and his brother are just totally two different people.
yeah, yeah. All right, and I mean you. That's not impossible. You can be two totally different people and grow up in the same household, but yeah, like usually we try to like justify a white person, you know, acting or talking black, quote unquote, because they grew up with us or this, that, and the third. But for somebody to be in the exact same household as you, growing up the same house as you, and not like you in no way, shape, or form in that aspect, that's kind of weird. So
I mean, but it happens.
yeah, it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
I was about to say you gotta think. I mean, at the same time we're doing that, we got to talk about the most controversial white person that identified as black and even was the president of the NCAA, Miss Rachel Dozier.
Okay,
I hope I ain't
NCAA
messed
is
her last name up, but she like
okay.
now that's black cosplay. Yeah,
Yes, that's like
he's 100%. He tells you he 100% white.
yeah, but NCAA is the National
I
Collegiate
mean, yeah, you
Association.
know what I meant. You know what I meant.
You mean NAACP?
NAACP. You know what I meant.
Right. So, but yeah,
And all y'all listening know what I meant too, because y'all about to be like, that nigga stupid. Y'all know what the fuck I was talking about.
Hey, I don't know the president of the NCAA. So, but hey, it could very well be happening there too. I don't know, but yeah, I just thought those was interesting thoughts, especially seeing and then like in regards to Patrick Mahomes, one person had said, uh, well, if he gets pulled over, then he's gonna be black.
Yeah,
And so I replied, if he gets pulled over, he's gonna get a warning because he's an athlete. I'm like, athlete privilege is real here in Kansas City.
it
And so
very well is.
somebody wanted to argue me about that, and they was like, "Oh, so you mean like the athlete privilege for that one athlete that got his leg broken?" I said, "No. What I mean is the one athlete that got away with a warning and turned around and killed himself in Kansas City. That's what I'm talking about. Because
I was about
anybody,
to say, yeah, we
because
got a tragedy with the athletes having privilege.
right." Cause I'm like any other day, any other black person would have got arrested on some shit like that. That motherfucker was in a Bentley in Crackhead Alley and he got away with a warning. That was all day athlete privilege. As soon as they realized who the fuck he was, you know what I'm saying? So
We ain't
yeah,
even gonna
that's
talk about Dwayne Bowe getting getting pulled over several times, fucked up, and not even know what I'm saying, getting charged for anything or a game suspension.
right. And what about that person that just worked for the Chiefs that had a car wreck and the person is and the it was a little kid, a little black kid at that is disabled for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
What is he getting? You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he's gonna get no jail time for that. Like, it's athlete privilege is real like a motherfucker here. Well, let's be real about this shit. And I was in the comments like, dude, I'm from here. I see the shit. Athlete privilege is real. So yeah. But
I'm about to say, come on, man. Back in my heyday, I seen Larry Johnson disrespect a bunch of bitches out here. I'm talking about disrespectfully disrespecting them.
right. And all he gotta do is
And
run it back and we straight.
I didn't see that man do not no jail time. I know a dude to this day want to knock his head off for disrespecting his sister in the club.
Yeah, he stayed being disrespectful. He stayed being disrespectful. But like I said, all he had to do was run it back on Sunday and everybody was fine.
Yep. Didn't matter. So yeah, in this city, I would 100% agree. I mean, but I think that's just like that in every city, though. I
Yeah.
like you said, athletes' privilege is just real. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody sees you and recognizes you from being on TV, you sometimes you get a pass.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, sometimes it's unfortunate because like the police could have really saved that man's life, but you know.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, not to bring things down. The best part of the Super Bowl was, of course, the concert that the Super Bowl interrupted, and that was Rihanna. What did you think about Rihanna?
First of all, Rihanna had an amazing performance.
Yeah.
For everybody that's like, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. I'm just gonna look y'all in the face and be like, bitch, she's pregnant. She showed up,
even if she wasn't,
and did what the fuck she was supposed to do.
right?
Like, it ain't like we've really known Rihanna for like super ass dance moves. We just know her from her fucking songs.
Right. Right.
Let her perform her songs how she perform her songs. I think she did a great fucking job.
I think she did too. You know, not just because I'm a big Rihanna fan, but just period. And like you said, excuse me, we don't go to Rihanna for a 1-2 step. Now we go to her for the songs for a 1-2 step, but we don't go to her for the 1-2 step. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think the Super Bowl performance was aesthetically very pleasing. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she's pregnant. So I think they did a good job. I've watched it actually 6 times. So yeah.
Shout out to my man, my friend Mike. He's a Ish We Talk affiliate. You know, he views the show, he likes the show a lot. Mike hit me up during the Super Bowl and he texted me and said, Rihanna looked like a period getting chased by tampons, and I fucking died. That shit was hilarious, and I couldn't unsee it the whole fucking time. Shout out to Mike for that.
Damn. You know what somebody said online? Was that was ASAP Rocky's sperm. And I was so done. I was like, y'all are idiots. Straight idiots online. But yeah, it was very aesthetically pleasing. There was a reason behind the floating stage. I forgot what the reasoning was, but there was a reason behind it. Then I saw somebody. What'd you say?
I thought it was she was paying homage to Kanye.
That's what I was about to say. Like somebody put a whole collage together on how she was paying homage to Kanye and how because the coat that she was wearing at the end was supposed to be paying homage to Andre Leon Talley, but then they said the whole thing was paying homage to Kanye. But there's a reason why they had to do the floating stage, but I forgot what the reason was. But yeah, Yeah, because I saw somebody online who was like one of the set designers that said the the reason why, but I
Okay.
totally forgot. But but yeah. So when I watched it the first time, I was actually driving. So
Well,
kids
that was
don't do that at
dangerous.
home. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very dangerous. So but I didn't catch that she was pregnant. And I was going to work, and when I got to work, we were talking about it, and they were saying, "Is she pregnant? Is she pregnant?" And I'm like, "Well, I was driving, so I didn't catch that part." Then I got a text asking, and I'm like, "I didn't catch it." So then I went to Twitter, and I saw the very beginning. I saw like the first like 9 seconds on Twitter, and when she opened up her jacket and rubbed her stomach, I'm like, "She pregnant as fuck." She just told y'all right there. So why are we
Mm-hmm.
questioning? Like, she told y'all, you know what I mean? Because it would have been easy for her to cover that up, but no, she told y'all. So yeah, yeah, she was pregnant. So they said she like 5 or 6 months,
Shout
but
out to ASAP for making sure that his kids are billionaires.
yeah, yeah. I was playing him last
So
night,
can
but
we
yeah,
can we all just because I remember we had this controversy before, and it was like that don't make ASAP a billionaire. Okay, cool. I agree with that, but it makes his kids billionaires, and he just double backed on it.
yeah, yeah. And she knocking them out. She getting them out the way. I ain't mad at her for doing that. You know, going ahead and get them kids out the way. And I just was like, y'all know we not getting the album no time soon, right?
No,
Like that.
hell no. Rihanna ain't fucking with us.
That
Rihanna
is
about to be a real mama.
not
She about to be a real Trinidad mama.
right. So yeah, she's not going to nobody's studio no time soon. But yeah, I just I feel like the people that were complaining about the performance are not actual fans of Rihanna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're an actual Rihanna fan, then you would know that this was part for the course. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been performances where she's danced harder, but this is this was not. I mean, this wasn't out of the norm than what she would have done if had she not been pregnant. She probably would have had more energy, of course, but when I watched it, out of the 6 times that I watched it, I was looking and I was like, okay, I can understand there were certain decisions that were made because she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a point where she sat down, and I was like, yeah, I, yeah, they built that in because they knew she was gonna be tired at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So they made certain decisions because she's pregnant, but yeah, I don't think it would have looked too much different if she would. But yeah, um, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it wholeheartedly. Obviously, because I watched it 6 times. But yeah,
It was
but
good. It
yeah,
was a good performance. I liked it. I mean, it is what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And then it's free, y'all. This is a free performance she gave y'all. This is free. She don't get
Yes,
compensated for this.
right, right. Now she doesn't get compensated directly from this, but she has been compensated hand over fist because they said that she got like 2.5 million more followers on Instagram. There was like 1,800% of traffic to Fenty Beauty's website. Um, like she got all these extra. Like I think Bitch Better Have My Money had 2,600 more or 2,600% more downloads after the performance, along with other songs as well. So she definitely gets compensated other ways. But
Right.
yeah, but yeah, directly. And it's so funny because before the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, I hope she sings "Bitch Better Have My Money." But I was like, nah, that's too hard for the Super Bowl. And what she do? She starts with "Bitch Better Have My Money." That is such a boss
Yeah.
ass move. Yeah, I thought that was such a boss ass move. So yeah. So yeah, I was
That was
thoroughly
player. That was real player.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thoroughly pleased. Yeah. So who do you think should do the next one? The next one is gonna be in Vegas. So who do you think should do the next one?
Um, since I know Jay-Z is ahead of the entertainment as far as it goes for the super just for the NFL period now. As long as we just keep it black, I'm cool. Like I'm cool with whoever he picks.
It's
I
been
mean, and then let me take that back. I ain't even gonna say keep it black. As long as you keep it in the alignment of great artists from these past 10 to 20 years. Like, like get them, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you don't get paid for this, but you get, like you said, you get compensated in other ways, streams, views, all that. Like, you know, maybe somebody, know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody needs a little come up real quick, and know what I'm saying? And they happen to be a great black artist and has enough songs to rock for 15, 20 minutes.
okay. Um,
Like, yeah, I don't have a like, ooh, they should do this next year. They should do this next year. Nah, I mean, I just hope it, stays in the line of like, you know, urban but pop.
okay. Um, I saw this on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne made a good point. It was like it's been black for a few years. They're gonna have to put somebody white in there. Um, which I I see where he's going. I see where he's going. He said Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan at all.
See
Not in the
that, and that's
least.
what I was about to say. I'm like, even if so, like Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl is the equivalent of having the honorable Elijah Muhammad speaking at a hockey game. It's gonna fall on deaf ears.
It
Ain't
may
nobody
not.
watching that shit.
No, no. I think a lot of people will turn the channel. I think a lot of people will turn the channel. It would not be like the views that Rihanna got. Rihanna got 118 million views for her halftime performance, whereas the Super Bowl itself got 113. So yeah, it would not be that for Taylor Swift. Like I
No,
despise Taylor Swift. Like her as a person, her music, everything that she represents. Like she can go away from me with this Apollo. Like she can go. She can go to the furthest end of the world and I would not bat an eye. She still owes Kanye an edible arrangement for her career. And like yeah, like she can go away. She can go the fuck away.
yeah, I don't think. I think if they gonna put a white person out there, go ahead and let like you know what I'm saying, give Adele that spot.
Hell no.
You, I would rather watch Adele than Taylor Swift.
Adele's gonna put everybody to sleep and make everybody depressed. And then everybody's gonna be sad and nobody's gonna watch the second half of the Super Bowl. The she would do the
Man, come
complete
on.
opposite of what the
Rolling in
half.
the deep and chasing pavement is going. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that if she ends it and seals it with one of them two or both of them, she'll be all right. Adele got
I
some
like
hits.
I'm not saying she don't. I like Adele. Chasing Pavements is a great record. It is not a Super Bowl record. at all. And then you talk about somebody not dancing, that motherfucker gonna stand there.
Yeah, she ain't doing no dancing.
Yeah, what is she? No, no,
But
no.
rappers don't dance.
Rappers don't dance, but they gonna boogie, and she ain't even gonna do
She gonna try to get down. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? In comparison to Taylor Swift, I would rather see Adele in the Super Bowl.
hell no, no, no. Adele, I would need to see her in the stands as a spectator. That's it. She don't need to be nobody's special guest. She don't need to have the main stage. She don't need to have the pregame. She could do the national anthem. I'll give her that. But outside of that, absolutely not. No, hell no. She ain't got no what she got? She got rumor has it. That's it. Like that's all I know that she got this upbeat. But no.
You got okay. So if even put it together, you start with chasing payments. You go with rolling in the deep, and then you go with rumor has it.
Those are not upbeat songs. Like those are not
Man,
like morale. Like, come on, should I let go or should I just keep chasing payments? Even
if
if
you a
it's
team, if you like say your team is losing, if your team is losing and you hear that song, that's a little motivation right there.
that's a complete opposite. That's the complete
Man,
that morale's gonna be in the trash.
I'm
Speaking
just saying,
of,
nah, because that's what I'm saying. That's why I know what I'm saying. I didn't understand that doing the whole Uzi Verdon and Meek Mill's thing when they was trying to say they Uzi is taking the anthem from Philly. I mean from Meek Mills for Philly. I'm like, nah.
well, he
Don't
walked
nobody want
around.
to. You come in thinking you about to party, you about to get your ass whooped, as you seen. I just want to rock. Body yada yada. Yeah, you got a little buzz. Yeah, y'all had a buzz. Y'all kicked it. And you know what happened? Y'all kicked it too tough. Because in the second half, y'all got the shit beat out of y'all.
Well, I don't think that's little Uzi Vert's fault.
I'm
I'm
just
always gonna,
saying. I'm just saying on the momentum switch.
but chasing payments ain't gonna. Man, look, they gonna be out there singing and
Yeah, and, at this point, I'm just being devil's advocate. I'd rather fight for Adele than Taylor Swift.
yeah. I mean, in any other setting, absolutely. But no, no. I mean, if we're gonna talk about if we're gonna talk about like who would be appropriate, even though I don't like the bitch, I mean Taylor Swift would be more appropriate. I don't like the
Fuck
bitch.
yeah, ain't nobody showing up to that.
I'm not advocating for that motherfucker to be there. She can take her Men in Black alien looking ass on somewhere. But if we're talking about who is most appropriate between the two, I would have to say Taylor Swift. However, I'm not voting. I would call in sick that day to vote for voting because I'm not voting.
Well, I would never even do that. I would rather them go get Nelly Furtado out of the closet.
Absolutely, she could be a great special guest. She could be a great special guest. I would.
You know,
I think Missy was a special guest for what's her face? Um damn it, what's her name? I kissed a girl and I liked it. Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
She was a special guest for Katy Perry, but I think she should do her own. That would be aesthetic wise, that would be the most pleasing set you have ever seen.
Missy would kill it. Missy would
Yeah.
kill it, and even getting off women. Um, since you got because basing it on that type of momentum that Missy is gonna give, you should put Buster out there.
I knew you was gonna say Buster. Can we have a honest conversation about Buster Rhymes right quick?
Yep.
I like Buster. Don't get me wrong. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
But I am tired of him doing Look at Me Now. I don't want to see him do Look at Me Now ever again. Because I promise he's not saying words no more. He's not. He's going. I promise he's not saying any words no more. For what? What's the point of saying words?
You know what?
Y'all gonna react the same. Y'all gonna react the same. He's not saying words no more. I don't
I'm
care.
not gonna deny you from that. I'm not gonna deny you from that. But Buster has so many things he actually play in the Super Bowl.
He does. He does. He does.
Because Buster got tracks. I'm not even gonna lie. Buster got uh I really don't think, because the whole cliche of motherfuckers be saying people are underrated. I'm not gonna say he's underrated, but I will honestly say that they don't put the respect on his name that they should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they put him up there, but they don't really recognize this is like, man, damn near 30 years this man have gave y'all like of pure lyrics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all his antics and how loud he is and all that, he really be throwing bars out there.
Yeah, he do. He do. And but me, I'm more of a 90s Buster fan than a 2000s Buster fan.
That 90s when he was a 5%er, he was wild.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
like
still a 5%er, but that's, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take that from him. But when he was really adamant, yeah, he was wild in the 90s.
yeah, I liked him better in the 90s. But yeah,
There's only three
like,
years left.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, ELE, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I liked him better. I liked him better back then. But he's not saying words no more. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, like if we were to do half Buster, half Missy, I'm surprised they ain't never done a song together.
You know what?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a mind fuck. They have never done a track together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And why the fuck not?
Timberland produced track.
That would be so fucking crazy. And now that they older, I mean, it still would be a buzz, but
yeah. But what they should do the halftime performance in Las Vegas, half Missy, half Buster, and then let them release a song right after the performance of them two together. Boom! I need my check. You heard it here first. I need my check.
Yeah, you heard it here first on the Ish We Talk. Please cut that check to the Ish We Talk.
Okay. So
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so that's Vegas. So the one after Vegas is New Orleans. Now I heard on the Breakfast Club, which I am 1000% down with this. I think Charlamagne said this. He said that it should be Lil Wayne and Friends. And with Lil Wayne and Friends, you get Drake, you get Nicki, and then you also can get Juvie. Now, if you get Juvenile to end the set with Back That Ass Up, it's a wrap. They're not even playing the second half no more. Like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I think that would be.
You got to get all of it. When you say Lil Wayne and Friends, you got it. Yeah, you got Drake, you got Nicki, Juvie. You got to get Turk because they got to do a Hot Boys track.
Yeah,
and they got so many dope Hot Boy tracks.
Will BG be out by 24 or 20? What is it? No, 25.
It'll be 25. I don't know. I know he's coming home, but I don't know when he's coming home. So I ain't. It might be if they got BG to get out before the Super Bowl and they performed Hot Girl.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. What you need, boy? I need a hot girl. What you
Man,
want,
that
boy?
would tear down every fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Y'all gonna have to do 20 minutes. They gonna have to give them 20 minutes.
I mean,
They'll
because
watch.
that's, hey man, they're gonna have to regroup. The crowd and the players is gonna have to regroup from that.
Right. They ain't gonna know what to do with themselves. Now, this is what I heard. This is what I heard that Andy Reid told the Chiefs that they couldn't watch the halftime performance with Rihanna. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Cause shit is Rihanna. Like,
Yeah.
they would not be in the game if they were to watch that halftime performance.
Yeah, don't get caught up in the moment, nigga. We trying to win.
Right.
We
Right.
down. They were down in the half.
Right. So, yeah. So they 1000% would not be able to watch live if it's Lil Wayne and friends. But I'm 1000% down for Lil Wayne to do the halftime performance in
You know what? If we
like
keeping it
nothing.
black, because now I'm on a halftime show. If we
Yeah.
keeping it black, but also adding white to it, we Fall Out Boys would be dope in Vegas.
Fall Out Boy. I don't know a Fall Out Boy song.
Huh?
Like
What?
I heard of them. But I don't know their music. But yeah, if that means us getting Lil Wayne in New Orleans, absolutely, Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy would be dope in Vegas.
Yeah. And then those white acts they bring us out anyway. So yeah, so we'll somebody will be their special guest. But Usher,
you got High Hopes, you got Remember Me, you got what was it? Shit, what was that song? I Write Tragedies. They got, hey, listen. Once we get off this, when you go to work and you do whatever you do, man, put Fall Out Boys in your earbuds, you're gonna be like, these white boys got hits.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out.
And the drummer's black, but he looks, you know what I'm saying? He looks white, but he black for real.
Okay.
He like Slash. You're like, didn't nobody know Slash was black until Slash had to tell people.
I didn't know that till 2022.
Yeah, he's black.
Or whatever. And I looked him up and found out that he's mixed. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah. And he got a lot of controversy. He started feeling self-conscious about himself because people thought he was lying.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Like carrying around pictures of his parents, like, no, these are my parents.
Yeah, like motherfuckers was questioning him saying that shit.
Yeah. Wow, especially because like his age, like it wasn't too many. It's not too many mixed people his age, So
yeah,
but I get it. But yeah. Whoever we need to put in for Vegas, I'm cool just as long as we get Lil Wayne for New Orleans. But
you gotta get Lil Wayne and Friends. You gotta get Manny Fresh.
Yeah. Manny Fresh definitely needs to be on stage. In whatever capacity, whether he's DJing, whether he's saying somebody's chorus or something, but he needs to be on stage at some capacity, period.
Yeah, it wouldn't, if you're gonna do a Lil Wayne and Friends, it would not be epic if you didn't hear the classic, ladies and gentlemen, kids and babies, dogs and cats. Like, if you don't hear that, then that ain't gonna fly.
It's not official.
No, it ain't official. If you hear that, you know it's about to be some shit.
Right. But you know what will blow their heads off? Because you only get so many minutes. So what will blow their heads off that you can check off Drake and Nicki is if they do truffle butter. Now we'll never get truffle butter. But
you will never get truffle butter. Fuck no. In in the middle or the end, nobody is going to be prepared for. I never fucked Drake. I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked Drake. I'm like, for fuck's sake, like no.
That's not truffle butter.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take that back. Truffle butter still ain't going.
Truffle butter, hell no, truffle butter ain't going. But truffle butter's thinking out loud. I can have a $250,000 right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just the subject matter of what truffle butter is, we're not getting truffle butter.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, that ain't going.
Do. Yeah, we ain't getting truffle butter. But
no.
It would be dope.
Shit, no. Hell no.
Real quick, one time I was at work, and down there at that job, you just talk about all types of shit. So, this was back when that album was out, and I was telling them about the album, and it's an open forum, so people that are not involved in the conversation are listening, and so I was just like, y'all, they got this one song called Truffle Butter, and I've only heard of truffles as far as food, but I looked up what they talking about with truffle butter, and it is terrible. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. Y'all look it up at y'all own risk. I'm not even gonna tell y'all to look it up. Well, somebody that wasn't a part of the conversation looked it up, and we got in trouble for talking about it at work.
Oh my God! Yeah, okay. I mean, they not wrong.
Yeah,
they're not wrong for truffle because truffle butter is
yeah. And so I was just like, it is horrible. It is disgusting. And I was like, and then they're not even talking about. I said the only person that's actually talking about what it means is Lil Wayne. I said, but you got to through Drake and Nicki to get to Lil Wayne, but he's the only one talking about it. So I was just like, but it's terrible. I said, I feel dirty even knowing what it means. Like I was, but we got to talk about it. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I feel like there was a conversation on Twitter, and they brought up Usher. I feel like Usher would be a perfect act to be halftime, to be the halftime show. A lot of people feel the same way, but this one person said that he doesn't have enough pop hits to be a halftime act. And so a lot of people came for her. She ended up going viral, and she was arguing with people in the comments and stuff. And yeah, it was a mess. I totally disagree. Well, what are your thoughts?
Anybody would. First of all, we ain't even gonna go all the way back, Usher. I'm gonna just go to boom. 30 million worldwide sold confessions. He could play that through the whole Super Bowl. We get Raymond versus Raymond. He could sing that. Here I stand. Now I understand. Like when I read the comic, when you gave me the topics, I was like, damn, what the fuck is they talking about? And I'm like, yeah, put some respect on Usher's name, bitch. What are you talking about?
Right.
like you said, the OMG tour. The shit, man. Lady, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, Usher would be a phenomenon. Like, let's just keep it let's just keep it a bean. Let's not sugarcoat nothing. Usher is so good that herpes didn't stop that nigga's career.
Nor stop his pool game.
Nor stop his. The nigga had 2 kids after. Nigga still raw dogging bitches. Get the man, lady. Listen, shut the fuck up.
Disrespectfully, shut the fuck up. Because The bitch don't know what the fuck she talking about. Because how the fuck can you
Nah,
say that about Usher? Usher got so many damn hits. Like, let's just keep it a stat. You cannot go diamond or go a million in a week. Let's start there. You cannot go a million in a week without white people. You can't. Like that, it just doesn't happen. You know what
not
I'm saying?
possible. It's
You know,
not
I
humanly possible.
right, like Confessions went diamond. You can't go diamond without white people. We knew this from years ago, back when we were buying CDs, that the people that buy the most CDs are white people. You can't make
Yeah.
numbers like that without white people. Period. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And it
So
went diamond here. And overseas it sold 20 more million.
right, right, and the Super Bowl is seen worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So he would most definitely, like when I went to see him here in the OMG tour back in 2010. The OMG tour was sold out, and the damn tour, when it was all different types of walks of life in there. Like you had little kids in there to like old white men in there. Like everybody was in there for Usher. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the tour was Miguel when he very first came out. I don't even think his album was out yet. Uh, it was Trey Songz for Passion, Pain, and Pleasure, and then it was Raymond versus Raymond. But the tour was called the OMG tour because the OMG song was a crossover hit.
It was a
You know,
crossover hit.
so
That's why I told you before the podcast started, he can do Raymond versus Raymond the whole way through.
right, right. Like he can do
He don't even
Confessions
have
on
to step back into his real catalog.
right, right. He ain't gotta do no B sides. He ain't gotta do none of that. Like and then there will be so many hits that he would not even touch. Then fast forward to 2022, I went and saw him in Vegas. That was a sold out show I went to. You know what I'm saying? And them tickets were not cheap. Let me tell you, that's the most expensive concert I've ever paid tickets for. And I've seen everybody. So
That's a
yeah.
fact. That is a fact, Jack.
So yeah, like no, Usher, and then Usher's on his third year of his residency. 2023 will be his third year. So yeah, you don't get to your third year if you ain't selling out shows every night. And he does that for months at a time. So you mean to tell me that he ain't got enough hits for a Super Bowl performance? Girl, if you don't disrespectfully get the fuck out of here, straight up.
Like, come on,
Straight
man.
up.
Sit your stupid ass.
Right.
The woman saying that right now will fuck Usher. This what I don't like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like it was so stupid. It was so stupid. And it was just like, are you saying this
He ain't
because you
got
want to
enough
be
hits.
right? And she
Girl,
was like, I ain't saying that he ain't got enough R&B hits, he ain't got enough pop hits. You gotta have pop hits. Bitch, he got pop hits. What is you talking about? And it just seemed
come
like you're
on.
doing it to go viral. Well, you got your wish because everybody's cussing you out. Yeah.
So I'm like, OMG, Lil Freak, man, bitch, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah. Seriously. Just shut
You
up.
don't have to call. Shit. Man, the list goes on and on. Like, God, man, yeah, bitch, disrespectfully, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Put some
So
respect on that fucking man's name.
right. Right. It was the dumbest shit in America. It was just like, who raised you? Like
Come
to
on.
speak negatively on Usher like that. Not
This
like
nigga
you,
so cold.
but not that.
This nigga so cold. That nigga had a woman have a wet dream about him and sue him because she thought she had herpes. This nigga got hits.
Hits. You can go. You don't even have to go down this discography. You could just think off the top of your dome, like, we got this, you got that, you got that. Like that. That's a performance right there. You know what I'm saying? Like he can do yeah, And then he can pull a Rihanna because on some parts of Rihanna's performance, I was thinking like, dang, that would be dope if she bring out Kanye. That'll be a real flex. Or that would be dope if she bring out Jay-Z. She ain't bring out nobody. Usher can do literally the same thing. You're gonna be like, dang, is he gonna bring out is he gonna bring out Little John? Is he gonna bring out what's her face? Nicki Minaj? Like is he gonna bring out what's her name? Alicia Keys. Like it could be so many people that he could bring out, and then he can also do the whole damn thing by himself. And with nobody better.
I don't think she really understands what a worldwide success Usher Raymond is.
I think she was just trying to go viral, to be honest. But
it got to be something like that.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that would make sense, because you trying to say that he ain't got enough hits. It was just like, girl, bye. Like, get away from me with this. So, yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid, but a lot of people got her ass together. Because you can
that nigga could play Just Call Me a Mac, and that motherfucking crowd would go crazy.
Okay. Half the stadium gonna know that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, that would be dope if he did Think of You though. He didn't do that on his residency, but that would be dope if he did.
That'd be hard. I kick in all that old shit. Bow.
Right.
Just to see how really good of a fan you is.
Right, and that's the part that
because he got it like that.
Because he kept saying like all my day one fans, but he kept going back to My Way, and it was like, no, your day one fans was on that first album. Let's go back to the first album. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
don't get it twisted, Usher. I've been fucking with you my whole life. Like, not my whole teenage life, not my whole adult life. Nigga, my whole life, you have been around, my nigga.
Right. And then somebody was saying something somebody said something about him being from Atlanta. I had to get in there, and I was just like yeah, no. Usher stays telling y'all that he's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm gonna need y'all to quit playing with him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
He represents the A because that's where he get his money.
Right. He represents,
and that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. He represents wholeheartedly, and Atlanta accepts him with open arms. But don't get it twisted. That motherfucker's from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he keeps telling y'all he's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's the killer part. You know what I'm saying? That's the killer part. So, but yeah. Yeah, that shit was whack as fuck. And I just was like, yeah, this girl is stupid. And your parents failed you. Basically. Like, I don't get it. I like legit don't get it. Your parents fucking failed you.
You lost out in life.
Right. Like you're batting in the negative, man. Like
you wanted the viral moment. Bitch, if I was your boss, I'd put you on leave for that bullshit.
Right. And so you can recite the whole Confessions album backwards.
Man.
Bitch, fuck out of here. As many times as I played that shit, okay? As many times as I played that shit, many times as I had songs off of that album as my ringtone, fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. Confessions was so cold. You had hood niggas really blasting the shit out of that shit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Right. Somebody, every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girls. Nigga, if you don't sell these drugs and get out of my face.
Man. Hey, listen, I got a homeboy, and shout out to you. I ain't gonna mention your name, but you know who you is. And when you hear this, you gonna just bust out laughing, my nigga. Hey, nigga, when you was heartbroken, you played the shit out of Confessions, my dude. Like, you blasted that shit. And you one of the realest niggas I've ever met in my whole entire life.
Right.
But that shit was on repeat when you was heartbroken, my dude.
Right. That must spoke to a lot of dudes' hearts. Glenn says, start the show at 7 and come out and ask what time is it and go into the song. Right. What time is it, guys? It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Bitch,
Boom, boom, boom. Right.
this bitch got us fucked up.
Right. Yeah. I think he did that at the concert too. I think he did say what time is it. And then he was like, it's 7 o'clock. But that concert was hard as hell. Like, I encourage anybody, like, I want to go back. I encourage anybody to go see that mug. If you get a chance to, I think he's going from March to July this time. So if you get a chance to, go see him. And I think they added more dates on top of that too. So yeah, he's definitely worth the money. But yeah.
Shout out to all black artists that get residencies in Vegas.
Yeah, that's a bag, and you ain't gotta.
Yeah, that's a pure bag.
Right, and you ain't gotta spend no money on traveling and stuff. Like that's a great bag. That's a great bag.
All right, moving on.
Yes. So yeah. So in my travels on Twitter, because we all know I love Twitter. Twitter is freaking awesome, you know, because they come up with some of the craziest shit. And so one day in my travels, there's actually this page I follow on Instagram that's called Twitter is not a real place. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Twitter is not a real place. So they pull certain stuff from Twitter and post it on Instagram. And so this particular one, this person has said worst sexual experience. And woo, did they have some horrible sexual experiences. So, excuse me, I'm going to read a couple because it's quite a few. So I'm only going to read a couple. This one said, I dated someone who had a micro penis at the time. When we tried having sex, I stared at it. It was the size of my thumb. I mean, at least he tried. I faked it, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And somebody replied, preach, sister. I thought he wasn't ready yet, so I kept dragging out the foreplay for like 90 minutes. Never got any bigger. Here I am, supercharged and ready to go. And it was like she said, basically a thumb. Oh, that's terrible. So then this person said, he cheered and banged his chest with his hands while looking at himself in the mirror on some King Kong shit. That's basically what it looked like. I would probably go into the bathroom and stay there until he left if he did some shit like that. Like, that's weird. That is fucking weird.
Any nigga that stares at themselves during sex, that's I'm not gonna say it's a red flag, but y'all probably need to have a conversation. Like, what happened in your life that you have to continuously stare at yourself to be aroused? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, but banging your chest like King Kong.
Did he nut? It's so much I want to have. Like, was he nutting at the time, or just did he just get in the pussy? Was like,
it was after they were done. Yeah, he got in the mirror and he banged his chest. That is weird.
Yeah, like, maybe he didn't get a lot of pussy when he was younger, so that's his conquest. I don't know.
Okay, this person says First time getting head, and he bit my clit. And per- somebody replied, "You ain't punch him in the forehead."
Mm, 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 mm. I'm not even gonna say nothing because I've told y'all already. I told y'all in a show before about some shit I accidentally have done performing oral sex. So I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, that that ain't what you ain't supposed to bite. I just leave it at that. That's not a good thing.
No.
This person
I didn't
says,
try to do it. Sounds like he tried to do it. I didn't try to do it.
yeah, it sounds like that was deliberate.
Yeah.
This person says, I was giving a girl back shots and thrusted so hard she hit the headboard and fell off the bed and was knocked unconscious. I considered just leaving the scene because I thought she was dead, but realized my bodily fluids were all over the place. But then I heard her breathing, so I stayed.
Mm. Mm-mm. So you finished? You got the bitch out and finished?
Lord, that's terrible.
Because that's the backstory of that. Like he's saying, I thrust so hard, she hit the headboard, fell off the bed, and was unconscious. That's just one thrust. So you finished, and
Yeah.
like you finished. So you thought you was fucking a dead bitch.
Oh God, that's horrible. Glenn says she wasn't breathing, she was snoring.
Yeah, that's what you do when you get knocked out.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
So this one says, he kept going soft no matter how hard he tried. Then he started crying. I ended up having to comfort him.
Oh,
That's sad.
oh, I've been there. I've
Did
been
you
there.
cry?
I've been too drunk and my dick like, nigga, I'm tired. I am tired. Like,
But did
we've
you
been
cry
drinking
though?
all fucking night, nigga.
But did you cry though?
I didn't cry. No, fuck no. I just was like, shit, I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, shit, my shit don't want to work. It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Let's see. One time this girl invited me over, was already drunk when I got there, and cried about her ex for 2 hours. And eventually, with tears in her eyes, said, I can still give you head if you want.
And I would have took that head, sir. And I would have took that head, sir. Every man has been through that. Either
Lord,
you was with a chick that was that was getting in a breakup, or you was with a chick that was still with a dude, but know what I'm saying, was upset, and this is how she was gonna pay him back. But then she just had an emotional breakdown. We've all been there. You just gotta go through it if you want to bust a nut that night.
That's pretty bad. This one had this shorty come through after 4 hours of hooping. She was a savage rider, and I caught a Charlie horse in both legs. She thought it was funny and kept trying to go, but I literally was in tears. Legs was over. That sounds painful.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. I knew it. I was with a chick and her knee popped out of place, and she still wanted to fuck. And I was like, "You gotta get this knee fixed. Like, fix the knee first." I had to pull out and be like, "Hey, man, nah, pop that motherfucker back in place. That's scary." Her shit, like, how can I explain this, people? She was standing up, I was hitting her from behind. She was standing up and her knee said, bow. And like, so it was like leaning, but she was still like, I'm good, I'm good. I'm like, no, the fuck you not.
Wow. So
And she just laughed. Like, I ain't even we popped her knee back in place and she was laughing. Like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm like, you ain't gotta apologize for that shit. Like, are you cool? Like, can we continue to fuck? Is this gonna happen again?
Wow. Wow. So Glenn says for the other story, he said after 2 hours, that's the least that she could do.
For real.
And then he has a question. Whose granny was you smashing?
I know, she was not a granny, man. I was in my 20s. I think she was in her 30s. She had a old basketball injury. This is what she told me because she used to play ball. She had an old basketball injury on her knee because you could tell she had knee surgery, but I don't know what it was. I guess that position of her trying to like stand up but still get hit from the back. You putting weight in that motherfucker because you rocking her, and like I don't think her knees was like, nigga, I can't hold you and this nigga. I think her knee just gave way.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Now, I had my knee pop out of place when I was in 6th grade, but it obviously wasn't from sex. But
I was about to say, goddamn, 6th grade, Lizzie, what the fuck?
No, it wasn't from sex. I was dancing, but I was born with my knees an inch out of place, and that's how I found out. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So this one says, handcuffed to bed frame out of nowhere, and she tried to pee on me. I broke the bed frame and laughed and left.
Yeah, what the fuck type of shit is that? Like, bitch, you want to pee on a nigga, you got to say that from the jump. Like, a nigga got to be ready to get peed on.
Yeah.
Like, you can't surprise a nigga with piss.
That's pretty bad. Let's see. A dude I hooked up with in high school was stroking the section of skin right below my belly, slightly above my vagina, and asked me if I liked that. And then I had to explain to him that he was literally rubbing my stomach, not my clit. Then I gently suggested he watch porn. Wow. Okay. I dated my pastor's son, and his dad called us. So his family made me confess and pray with them about it. Then somebody replied, "This was you the next Sunday at church." Hold on.
And put it in my mouth, and then he came again, and then he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again, and since then my private part has been itching. It's been itching. Yes. Look at Demo. Look, oral sex, demon. Oral sex. Look, oral sex. Look. You oral sex. Use oral sex. Let the sperm of that man out.
I don't know if you have seen that video. Have you seen that video?
I've seen that video, man. African pastors are the worst.
They be on some other shit, like for real. They be on some other shit. Okay, last one. I was having sex with a guy that had a fake eyeball, and it came out and hit me on the forehead. The worst part is that I didn't even know he had a fake eyeball. So imagine my surprise when his fucking eyeball fell out mid session. When I tell you, if that would have happened to me, I would have jumped up so fast. Oh my god, yo, eyeball popping out, my nigga, like for real.
I'm just thinking about all them TikToks when they be having the chick and her eyeball fall out, and there's always a nigga to catch that bitch in his mouth.
Gross.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, so that was my time in Twitter. All right. So next up is the fucked up song of the podcast. And this is brought to you by the one and only Rihanna.
Riri.
It is bitch better have my money. Do you want to sing it or you want me to?
You can sing it. I'm not singing any more girl songs. I'll get ridiculed for that.
What are you ridiculed for?
You know, niggas just, niggas with the, extra testosterone, they be like, nigga, you singing that bitch song? I'll be like, all right, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to get off of that, but right now I'll be like, man, I ain't gonna do it.
Where them was the same niggas that be blasting Babyface down the street.
They do though. That's just...
Yeah. Come on.
That is so fucking funny because these niggas be going down the street bumping Tears of a Clown from Smokey Robinson and be looking him out, man.
We talking about it's no crime if I'm guilty of
then baby.
too much time. Everybody needs love. And baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's it.
So do I. All right. So.
Coming up my steps.
Okay. So this is my bitch better have my money. Intro. Ayo, moolah la. Ayo, bitch better have my money. Y'all should know me well enough. Bitch better have my money. Please don't call me on my bluff. Pay me what you owe me. Ballin' bigger than LeBron. Bitch better have my money. Who y'all think y'all frontin' on? Like blah, blah, blah. Louis 13, and it's all on me, nigga. You just bought a shot. Kamikaze, if you think that you can knock me off the top. Shit. Your wife in the backseat of my brand new foreign car. Don't act like you forgot.
Like you forgot.
I call the shots. Like blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you owe me. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch better have my money.
Have my money.
Bitch better have my money. Pay me what you owe me. Bitch better have my, bitch better have my, bitch better have my, bitch better have my money. Verse 2. Tune up to Rihanna while the whole club fucking wasted. Every time I drop, I am the only one y'all playing. In the drop top, doing 100, y'all in the rear view mirror racing. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Like blah, blah, blah. Louis 13, think it's all on me, nigga. You just bought a shot. Kamikaze, if you think that you can knock me off the top, shit. Your wife in my backseat in my brand new foreign car. Don't act like you forgot. I call the shots. Like blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you want me. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch better have my money. All right, so that's basically it. So what are your thoughts?
That's basically it.
So what are your thoughts about my bitch better have my money?
I mean, at the time Rihanna was in her bag, man. Rihanna was becoming a powerhouse, and she was a part of a trifecta team. So, like, I just imagine how she felt, like the swag that she had in her. Like nobody could deny that. Like nobody could deny her with those lyrics. Like, cause she was demanding her bag, and she was getting her bag. Like, you got to think that trifecta of billionaires was real.
Yeah.
Before they was billionaires.
Right.
But that Jay, Kanye, and Rihanna trio.
Yeah.
And hip hop, that's the holy trinity of billionaires.
It really is. It really is. Question. Do you know the backstory behind this song?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this song was made because an accountant stole her money. Stole like millions.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, if you've ever seen the video, the white guy in the video is her accountant, and her and two of her friends kidnap a woman, and the woman that they kidnap is his wife. And so they're holding the wife ransom because she's like, give me my motherfucking money, you know. But the wife ends up becoming what is that called? Stockholm syndrome. She ended up having Stockholm. So she ended up hanging out with them, but I think they end up killing her in the end. I can't remember. But yeah. But that's where the song come from, because this accountant stole billions from her. So yeah.
If you gonna kidnap somebody, man, you gotta kidnap my kids and my mama. I don't think I would trip off my wife.
Damn.
I mean, I love my wife. When I say that, man, don't shoot it down like I ain't shit. I'm just saying, if you really want something from me, you better take my kids and my mama, because I know I ain't gonna. I know what I'm saying, I can't get my kids back, and I know I can't get my mama back. But I could fuck another bitch. Sorry.
But I mean,
that's just how my mind works.
Yeah. I mean, I would get that for a chick that you fuck with. I would even get that for a girlfriend, but your wife, man, golly, cold world.
Right. I mean, because I'm not gonna, for my kids, I'm not, what I'm saying, I'd be like, oh shit, man, fuck. I'm gonna still find you and kill you, but I will be contemplating, you know what I'm saying? Do I know what I'm saying? Don't harm my kids. Don't fuck, know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing to my kids and my mama. That's my mama. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, nigga, I'm gonna crush everything. But you know what I'm saying? My wife, I don't know. I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna just find out where you at. I don't negotiate with fucking terrorists.
Okay. But yeah, yeah. So that's why I chose this as the song of the week, because it was a fucked up situation that the song stemmed from, and that's like one of my favorite songs from her. Period. But
yeah, I mean, it's always dope when the artist coincides real life to their music.
Right. And then around the time that the song was about to come out, she had posted on her Instagram the clip from "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," where they was at the Players Ball and he recited that poem. My bitch better have my money.
My money.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, like that song, it resonates. It resonates with somebody owing you money. And they trying to play you, and it's like, bitch, you better have my money. Which kind of like
that's a different situation. Like, bitch, you stole from me.
Right.
It's one thing that I let you have it and I don't get it back, but bitch, you stole this. I need that.
Right.
I need that and
Right.
then some.
Right. I need all my chips with dip. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, but I mean, even with what we was talking about, a couple of weeks ago on the show about people owing you money and stuff like that, like it just gets to
Yeah.
the point where it's just like, I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of playing with you about this. Give me my motherfucking money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, ain't no more talking. Like I said, man, my uncle told me, man, if a nigga ever tell you, I know you ain't tripping off that little money, you go ahead and kick his little ass. Cause how dare you?
right,
Cause it wasn't little when I gave it to you, bitch.
exactly. It was something you needed, and
Yeah.
it's something that I helped with. So pay me what you owe me. So yeah, but yeah. Um, and then again, she started out. That was just such a boss move for her to start out her performance on the Super Bowl. To
Mm-hmm.
bitch better have my money. And I just was like, and I wanted her to do it, but I was like, she ain't gonna do that song. That song too hard for the motherfucking radio. You know what I mean?
But see that right there, like for the Super Bowl, yeah, that's gonna amp a team up.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if I'm
Right,
in the
right,
Super Bowl and I'm like, shit, we down, and even if I'm winning, like what I'm saying, like if we winning and I'm already off that momentum, and I hear, excuse me, and I hear, yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, we bitch better have like, yeah, I'm about to kill y'all. I'm about to come
right.
out there beating the shit because I need my bonus check. You get a
Exactly.
bonus check when you win the bowl. I need my
Right,
bonus check, bitch.
right. So pay me what you owe me. Yeah. And then like
I need that shit.
I was looking up the production on this, and it was quite a few people. It was people I didn't even know was on here. And like Kanye West and Travis Scott, they both was producers on this, along with Wonder Girl, Deputy, and Cuck Harrell.
Shout out to Wonder Girl. I
Yeah,
didn't know Wonder Girl was on it.
yeah, yeah. And then they're all listed as writers too, along with Rihanna. So yeah,
Balling bigger than LeBron. Yeah. Okay. Now that all makes sense. Okay, cool. It's like, bitch, you
yeah,
steal from me, bitch?
right,
Me?
right, right. So like blah blah blah. Like I want to shoot up everything,
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and then the video is just such a boss ass video. You know what I mean? And just the fact that what she was doing in the video, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit she want to do to them motherfuckers, but she knows she can't do because it's
Right.
illegal. So
Right. Yeah. So you gotta put it in a visual context.
yeah, yeah. Like I would have probably tried to find my way to a island if I was them because yeah,
Yeah,
what the
that's hella
fuck?
fly. Like I ain't even gonna lie. If I got famous, that's the way you move. You don't do the mystical move, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't catch a motherfucker stealing and then, you know, film her sucking everybody's dick. You gotta go a certain different way. He should have wrote a song about it and
Right.
visually made something happen instead of what he did in life. But we ain't gonna get on that because it just turned out he's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Mystical Music. I don't
Right.
know. We in this era where yeah, you gotta separate the artist from the person.
Oh,
I'm laughing at that because I be like, man, fuck that.
Right. So it's safe to say that he probably won't be on the stage for Lil Wayne and Friends.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
Won't be shaking your ass. You won't be shaking your ass.
No.
Yeah. Speaking of separating the music from the person, this is off topic, but have you been seeing this whole Chris Brown situation that's been going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, I have.
What are your thoughts on that?
Um, my thoughts on that is I get what Chris Brown is saying, because y'all are tired, y'all just bringing up one instance. But at the same time, you have instances, you have times where you haven't been so put in a good light, my nigga. Like, yeah, everybody keep bringing up that Rihanna shit. Okay, I get it. You were 17 or however old you was when that happened. And Rihanna has forgiven you, so let's move on. And I agree with that. But then, it was that whole thing with Karuchi, and then it was the whole thing with Frank Ocean and him getting him jumped and calling him all sorts of homophobic slurs. It's like,
Forgot about that.
I don't really think you want to get into that bag, my nigga. Like, just don't say nothing.
Yeah, he was doing good, but folks have their breaking point, and I respect that as well. You know what I'm saying? And it just seemed like he
Yeah.
was just at his breaking point. He's tired of this shit, and he's done. My thing is that he's done so many collabs. Why is it Chloe that people are just up in arms about? That was the part that just
Yeah.
it's just like why Chloe is the one that people are tripping about when he's done collabs with so many different people. But whatever. I don't know. I blame Rock Nation.
Everybody's blaming Rock Nation right now. Like, that's the go-to. Like, hey man, just blame Rock Nation.
Right. I blame Rock Nation. So yeah, but yeah, we can talk further about that another time.
Yeah,
What are your
yeah,
final?
that's a lot to unpack. And it's, I ain't even, I gotta I really gotta hand it to Chris um on, like, really not trying to go there, because he knows, you know what I'm saying, niggas can bring up some shit, but at the same time, like you said, niggas got bowling points. But hey, like, don't stop talking. At one point, somebody got to be around him, like, nigga, stop talking.
Right. Just focus on your tour overseas, because you're doing excellent over there. You know what I mean? Just focus on that. Focus on the positive
Yeah,
shit.
stop talking. Fuck them niggas.
Right. Because I'm like, Jack Harlow ain't getting no heat. He like a song is about to drop with him and Jack Harlow. He's getting zero heat, but Chloe's getting all the heat.
Everything. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes black people can be our own worst enemy. It is unfortunate, but whatever. Like I said, we can talk further about it another time. What's Jerry's final thoughts?
Um, Jerry's final thoughts is to be aware of your loved ones in real time. You know, I know I've said this before, and I say it again. My mother used to always say, "Give me my flowers before I die." In a couple of days marks the anniversary of my daughter's death. And I ain't trying to bring y'all down or anything, but that's something that, while my daughter was here, I made sure that she knew who her daddy was, and I loved on her every day. And I miss her to death. And it's some things you can't take back. And I don't have any regrets, and you shouldn't either when it comes to people that you care about. It shouldn't be a situation where when somebody 86 is out of this bitch, you talk about you should have did this and you should have did that when you can do it right now. So I encourage everybody to love everybody right now at this moment, because every moment is precious. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
Right. Right. That was a great final thought. Um, so this was episode 72 of the Ish We Talk, and we will see you guys on episode 73. Bye.
Exactly.